Alright, I'm back. We're gonna go ahead and finish this tachometer up and get the wires and everything hooked up. I got like 2-3 other projects I got going now. I need to finish this up so I can move on to other parts of the car. Alright, we're gonna start out here with the wires. I believe I explained that to you earlier. It's your ground wire here. I've done traced it all up through where I wanted it and zip tied it off and everything, made it look good, and tied it off right here to the body. Good ground. This right here is your hot wire. I mean, not your hot wire. This is your wire for your light. You want to hook this into your dash lights. The best way to do that would be to splice in to your headlight switch, which I'm going to do. I'm just going to, my headlight switch is right here, I can reach it. I'm just going to splice into the wire for my dash lights and parking lights and stuff like that. Okay, and now we got our red wire, which only needs to be hot when the ignition's hot, which means you only want juice running to it when your ignition's on. You want it to shut off with your ignition. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hook it into the fuse box. I got a few empty ports there. I'm going to check out and see if they got juice to them or if they shut off with the car. And if they do, then that's what I'm going to hook into. So try this one here. There's nothing, not getting nothing on that, so I want to turn my ignition on. Check it again. Nothing, so it's dead. Shut your ignition back off. Try another one out. See, there's one that's, my ignition's off, so I don't want to hook into that because it's hot all the time. So I need to dig back up in here a little deeper to see what I can find. There's one. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there where I'm pointing at. And ignition's off. There's no juice going to it. We turn the ignition on. Try it again. Now I got juice. So that shuts off with my ignition. So that's where my red wire will be hooking. As you can see, I've already got it zip tied off and everything out of the way of everything. And I just need to clip the wire off a little bit and put an end piece on it. Give me a minute. Alright, I got me an end piece. It's just a mill in for your wire. That's going to slide up. I don't know if you can see or not. I'll show you on one of these other ports. These wires up out the way. Let's see if you guys can see this. So that's got like a slot. That's hot right now. Got my ignition off. It's still hot. But anyway, this bell end is going to slide in between these two metal clips right there. I'll just run my wire in there. I'll squeeze this down on my wire and it'll instantly be hooked up. Okay, we rolling here. Set you up on the bucket, man. I don't know how much y'all can see, but we'll find out. Alright. We always do it. twist the end of your wire up. Slide this through. You want to try to get your wire, you want it to go up in there as far as it'll go. I'll bend that over and I'll clip that off once I squeeze it. Alright, I got these little crimpers that I usually use to crimp them. That's basically it, man, on the red wire. Clip it up. It's on there good and solid. Wrap it around a couple times so it'll won't be all hanging down and shit. Okay. See it? Shit out the way. Anyway, there it is. There's the wire. Hooked into the fuse box. Now every time I turn my ignition on, I'll have juice to my gauge. Now I'm gonna start on this one for the light. I'm gonna trace it. I'm gonna route it above the steering column. Try to get it to go around on the other side. Alright, I got my switch and this panel on this switch and everything off. Now I got my light switch hanging here. I've done found my source. This top wire right here is for my parking lights. Because when I plug this in, I turn my parking light switch on. Let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. You get it plugged in. You ain't got to plug it in all the way, neither. You want to leave some of them little brass tabs, you want to leave them showing. Alright. The switch is in the off position. I'm going to go ahead and just turn on parking lights, the dash lights. Check some of these out. Alright, I got power there. Shut that off. And I don't have no power there. So that could be a source. Let's try that again. Just turn the dash lights on. Touch it at the bottom. Nope. Let's try this one at the top. Alright, we got light there at the top. Turn the switch off. No light at the top. Turn the switch back on, just the parking lights. You don't want to turn your headlights on because you might wind up hooking into them. And I got power to the top. Turn it off. Power's gone. So I think that's the one I want to hook into right there. Pull the switch back out. Which will be this wire right here. I've already got my wire pulled up from my tach gauge for my light. Okay, I've got the wire for the light to the gauge hooked up.
I had to hook it up close to the plug because I couldn't get up underneath the dash to where I can, you know, hook it back in there. So what I done is I clipped the wire about right in here and ran me a piece of shrink tube, cut me off a little piece of shrink tube, ran it down the wire, then I twisted all 3 wires together. I put a little solder on them and soldered them. Then I brought my shrink tube, let's see if you can see it, up over it and shrunk the tube on it, which will keep it from touching against any metal or anything, shorting out. So that right there just pops right back in. Get my wires up in here. Get that wire out of the way. And just should just snap right back in there. There it goes. Alright, now that I hit the side here, you got to run your green wire through your firewall, which I've got a hole down there somewhere where I've got it run through. And if you can see, there's a mark right here on top of your cap that says TAC, which is this wire right here. Let me lay this light down here where I can get, you can see better. Okay, well, alright, there's your wire, comes off with your tag. What I done was it already had wire running to it for the factory tag, which it didn't have a factory tag, it's got lights. So, what I done is I just clipped it, and I got these little connectors where you can run one wire through one side and run one wire through the other side. And it's got this little metal tab right here. You just take your little pair of pliers or something and squeeze it, and it cuts down into the wire, which connects them. So that's done.
Keyword search Tip City. Meyer offers competitive hourly wages and benefits with opportunities for career advancement.
My gauge lights is working. I can see my
Keyword search Tip City. Equal opportunity.
Switch was on. That ain't helping. Lights are on. It's got juice running to it. So that's it for the tack hookup. I hope it helped. If you have any questions or anything, just comment, and please subscribe to my channel for lots more videos. I've got several different videos on doing different things, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. So my next video will probably be on doing some floor pan replacement. So see you in the next video.